Good afternoon. I have a great show for you today. I've got 3 items I want to talk about. First is I was sent a meme and was asked to make some comments about it. Second, I want to spend a little time and talk about Margie Taylor Greene and her idea of what real voter suppression is. And lastly, I was sent a Newsmax clip and was asked if I would comment on it. Okay, so let's start with the meme. Why do elderly Americans support Trump? Because they grew up in a free America and they want the same for their grandkids. Well, first off, elderly Americans, I was kind of surprised about this one because I had this definition of what I thought elderly Americans were, and I went and looked, and AARP and so forth says it's anybody over 65. So we'll go with anybody over 65 being the baby boomers and the remains of the Great Generation. Well, the answer to the meme, why do those older Americans support Trump? Is there wisdom with age? I've asked myself the exact same question. After hours and hours of discussions and researching this question, it was not because I grew up in a free America. It's because Trump brought back a sense of nostalgia that the baby boomers and those remaining from the greatest generation kind of longed for. Trump ran a nostalgia-fueled campaign. He painted a picture that this was the last chance for the boomers and for the greatest generation to bring back the 1950s. And they're old enough to remember a different America. And from their perspective, America that was great. A place of strength and confidence where men were men and women were women, where they respected the flag and their elders and prayed to God. And that's not the America they see today. In 2016, exit polls showed that 52% of voters ages 65 and older supported Trump. For 2020, well, it was 51% supported Trump and 48% supported Biden. What happened? Part of the reason in the drop is the coronavirus pandemic, a disruption that left seniors uniquely vulnerable and isolated and without any clear plan to bring them back into society safely. However, 52% in 2016 and 51% in 2020, there statistically was no difference. Again, why did and do they support the former president? Well, this group grew up in the 1950s when the post-war economy was booming and the dominant white culture had not been disrupted by the civil rights movement and the sexual revolution. The belief that women should be homemakers and June Cleaver was a good role model, this view isn't to say that there should not be equality, but the profession of homemaker is not a negative, should not be looked upon badly. Then there's a view that you should be part of a labor union, go to the plant, work your shift, and be loyal to the organization. This group cannot understand things like the gig economy. And their view is that these are just people who are lazy, not willing to put in an honest day's work, get their hands dirty. They also look at it as like, how would it be possible to have the beaver if there was a Boone instead of June for Ward? President Trump brought out the worst in the baby boomers. He uncovered their innermost demons, shining a light on their subconscious bigotry and hatred, and exploited it. I'm fortunate enough to have been close enough to some of my baby boomer friends and family to help them sort through the QAnon memes, the China virus memes, and the fear of the mystical brown man, either the one that lives beside of them or south of the border. So their support of Trump? No, it wasn't because of a free America. It was because of America from their childhood and a view of America today trying to look through those same childhood eyes. So what do you think when you hear the Make America Great Again slogan? Am I wrong about what the baby boomers felt? Let me know. Drop it down in the comments. If you like this video and content, please hit the like and subscribe button. When you subscribe, add in the comments, I subscribed. Next time, well, until then, let's just trust but verify.